Hi, everybody. It's Linda G, and I'm just got done with Mel, and I had a reading to do, and now I'm here with you. And I wanted to kind of go over some more questions because you guys left me like 300 questions, and I tapped into them yesterday, and I told you today I would do more. And a very interesting question here. Um, will Trump criminalize U.S. citizens that protest his regime? Let's take a look, see at this. Hold on. Well, Trump criminalize. I don't know if you guys got to see my latest. I got it in the mail. I order these sometimes and it takes forever to get them. But yeah, if you order it and they're coming from China, the gnomes are about this big. Will Trump criminalize U.S. citizens that protest his regime? He'd love to criminalize. Mel and I were just talking about he put an executive order. Apparently, Congress said it wasn't illegal to burn the flag. And now he's saying if you burn it, you'll serve a year in jail. I'm almost feeling maybe someone burns it just to say, yeah, go ahead, put me in jail and let's roll with this. It's a weird hit I just got. Trump criminal. Yeah, he doesn't like people talking trash about him. He tries to hurt them as much as possible. That's why he's on that revenge tour. He's doing all kinds of stuff to people that had anything bad to say. Um, Bolton's house was just dove into. Um, they're going to try to bring charges against John Bolton, but what I see is they're going to have an actual judge and jury, and they're not going to be able to get anything on this. He's not. I recommend he has an attorney, but he's going to be okay. A lot of stress, a lot of action going on, trying to make it so people will serve in trouble. There's a particular woman standing behind it saying, "Yeah, I'm going to burn in hell." But look at this. We're sitting on the horse of success. So remember, this too shall pass. He's not going to be here forever, you guys. Whether even if it's for the 4 years, I will tell you in the midterms it's going to be blue, so that'll help us a little bit. And did you see him say, well, maybe we do need a dictator. I'm not really a dictator, but maybe the dictator is what's needed. Hello, he's announcing what he wants to do. Um, was there foul play with the death of Virginia Giuffre? Goffrey? Yes, I saw that before. And her book's coming out, and her book's going to sell like firework. Boom, 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 boom. In fact, as soon as I'm done here, I'm going to sit down and pre-order my copy. She's got a lot to say in it, and I'm telling you, if Trump could stop it, he would, but she's got a lot to say. That's going to be pretty big. Um, what's with these thugs? This is Patricia showing up at Letitia James' home in New York City last week. Is she safe? She's safe, but they're trying to deliberately be cruel. They're trying to do stuff that create an uneasiness for her. Right now everybody's uneasy. You can't relax. Can you imagine living in Washington, D.C.? And that guy said that, oh, all my friends are telling me we get to go out to eat. And I posted in my community page the truth. Open Table said there was a huge decrease in reservations. People don't want to come. People don't want to come or go out to eat or anything. Who wants to be walking by military? So anyway, yeah, that's not unless you're young and you're looking for somebody, but no, that's it's ridiculous. He's trying to do stuff. He's about ready. I see him not being able to grasp the ring. Like he's doing this circle, like remember those merry-go-rounds and you could grasp a ring and then you could throw it? I see him trying to grasp the ring and he can't grasp it. He's he's not able to throw it. He's unable to. He was moving before and it was okay. Let me tell you something else I got, you guys. The other day I was watching about Peach Hedgehog um, firing top of the line generals, big time people that worked their way up the ranks, did a terrific job. There's meetings going on behind Trump's back and Pete's back. Um, this is when I got the hit. I was reading a story about a Russian guy who now they say is probably gone, who was talking about what they were doing, and he was shooting down these drones, and then they were giving the medals for the drones to somebody else. And he said the guys they were giving the medals to for shooting down the drones don't do anything. They don't do anything militarily. They're just sitting there collecting awards. So, and then he was talking about, he complained about it, so they're setting him up now to put him in a place where he's going to get killed. And then he was talking about this crazy general who was mad that people were still alive. I sent you guys out there and you all should have died because I get the credit and I'm going to go when you're all dead and tell your wives and then, assault them. And he was saying all this crazy. And let me tell you something, they got rid of him. He's dead now. That's the feeling I'm getting as this hedgehog keeps doing these crazy things and putting the United States, Trump is an idiot, but he's hedgehog, something, there may be a little accident or something. There's something up with hedgehog too. There's something with what he's doing to our military that's not cool. They're trying to get MAGA type people in there that are just pro whatever you say, but you can't force these young men and women to do things against civilians. I see that as the line in the sand. I want you to just start shooting. Nope, nope. So I'm not quite sure what's going to happen, but I do see upheavals like when he tries to send people to Chicago and he's doing all this cray cray. It's like they're pushing for a fight, but the thing is, he's not going to be able to get the fight to the military to go against their own people. That I see. Um, Now let's see. So Letitia James, they're just trying to make her miserable. And she's laying low. I don't want you guys to worry. I don't even see her in that house. She's laying low. She knows TikTok. Maybe wait till the midterms because that's when you see those Nuremberg trials. That's when they're going to really get rid of everybody in there. Um, ICE wants to Rachel Maddow. There's outrage. ICE wants to Rachel Maddow. I haven't heard anything about that. She's a United States citizen. I don't see them touching a hair on her head, so I'm not quite sure. He hates everybody, but they're not going to be able to touch her. Um, um, I know Linda wants to know when Trump, Putin, and Netanyahu will be gone. It's going to happen. I just can't tell you when. God doesn't give you that, doesn't say. Sometimes I'll feel like, remember that time I said, oh, I see a black wreath on the White House? And I felt like something's getting ready to happen. And it was it Barbara Bush that died? Somebody died. Or Rosalie Carter. Anyway, but it was a female that had died. But whenever I see that black wreath, that will tell me. I haven't seen that just yet. Um, we will get the full version of the Epstein list. Don't ask me how. I see it coming out. might be even from Iran. I see somebody getting it that can't stand us. Putin should have done it, or maybe Putin hands it to Iran. But I see it could even be Putin that starts this, but I see the full list coming out. Uh, what happened to Epstein's estate? He had tons of assets, real estate, money, etc. How hard is it to figure out Maxwell may be the beneficiary of that estate? His brothers are. Everything went to his brothers. Um, will Target ever recover from the boycott in its glorious days? I haven't been to a Target even before uh, COVID. I haven't been to a Target. I used to go there all the time. They were great, especially when the kids were little, you get games and stuff. We don't have a Walmart out here, but yeah, I haven't been. Will Target go back to its glory days? Somebody just said no. I just saw Target with a stamp on it, bankrupt. I just saw that. Okay. That'd be a big, huge loss. Trump looks so ill and sluggish and sick. He is ill, sluggish, and sick. Sorry, this might be a little off topic, but what is the future for Meghan and Harry? I don't keep up with that anymore. Harry and Meghan might have some connection to Maxwell. I haven't heard that right now. As far as I'm concerned, it's hearsay, but let's just take a quick look at Meghan and Harry. How are they doing? How are they doing, Meghan and Harry? We had we have another hurricane, but it's going off to the right, not hitting the United States. A little bit of trouble here, a little bit of sadness about somebody passing. Um, they're always looking to make money. They're always looking to make money, picking the pieces off the battlefield. He would like to be better in with his brother, but I think she stops him from it. She doesn't like the disrespect or something they did to her. The kids feel like they're doing good. Right now, they're on a steady course, but there's a death coming up. I hope it's not Charles that they'll be dealing with. Um, okay. I can't believe ICE wants Rachel Maddow. And I look at a lot of news and I haven't heard that from anybody. So, okay. Um, can we take a look at Vane for a minute? Maybe they mean Vance. I feel like we need to look at him. I feel like he's moving in the shadows. I know Trump doesn't even trust him. That's what I was getting. My other question is anyone else feeling light vibrations? I was in my yard barefoot with my dogs and I felt a humming. Ooh, yes, that's going on. That's actually good. Um, and I just read an article that Vance, when they did that terrible thing to Zelensky and were telling him off, they hit up another general in the Ukraine and asked if they could sponsor him to take over the regime and he would be the king, so to speak. And the guy refused because he's good friends with Zelensky and he cares about him. He said, no, I won't do that. But fortunately, the guy announced what they wanted him to do, and that was Vance. That was Vance. Well, Trump was totally for it. Because the reason I've heard that the reason they have Vance do so many vacations is because Trump doesn't trust him. You're not going to get trust in a place like that where everybody hates everybody. Everybody thinks everybody's leaking. So it's definitely going to Vance is definitely not powerful at all. He's got worse numbers than Trump, and Trump's up there saying, and I got the best numbers ever. Oh, hell to the no. Yeah, Mona said, is the felon really thinking about his own demise when he said he wants to make it to heaven? Donald, I hate to tell you this, dude, but right now it's not looking good. I mean, God is greater than us, and of course, God leaves room for all his people, and he always wants you to repent and be saved. But this guy is not a good man. But there's a reason why he happened. He was supposed to come in to create this madness. We have, we fought a war because there was an English king that was doing what Trump's doing to us, telling us what to do and making us pay more taxes. Oh, speaking of taxes, let's take a look, see what's going on with the stocks. Oh, it's dropping, you guys. 298 points. Of course, the stock doesn't determine how we're doing. Okay. Um, oh, my new glasses came. Thank you. So Annette sends her love too. She's doing really good as far as hanging in there. She misses her husband and her puppy terribly. And like I told you, we'll probably set up a time in September for a mutual event. Kevin Lewis and I are going to do an event maybe September 6th. Well, we'll answer personal questions. I don't do those very often. It really takes the energy right out of me. Okay, so hold on one second. Let's look at what else we're going to talk about. I just read that they've now said that double the amount of people strongly disagree with Donald Trump than they do strongly agree. Okay. Oh, and that World Cup trophy, will they be able to move that World Cup out of the United States? The trophy was in his office, and you know what? They should have never let him show it in his office because you're not going to get it back. You're going to have to make another one. He steals everything. Tell me about the World Cup. Will it be held in the United States? Some people are afraid of not doing it in the United States and pissing Trump off. They're thinking about not doing it. Ooh, they may decide not to do it in the US. Something could happen pretty soon that they say, oh, hell to the no. Yeah, here's a man saying, the angel of light is protecting us. So I don't think it'll hurt the United States feelings except for Trump. It very possibly will be switched out. The cards aren't showing very good for it. Or if they do have it, something happens and we didn't, take care and they hurt us. Can you imagine Trump going on about the American flag? Oh, if you burn it, you're going to do a year in jail. But when he had January 6th, it didn't matter that those flags were hurting and killing police officers. Uh, Gavin Newsom and those things, it's amazing. Uh, Joe, I like her. She said, this man is painted so fucking orange now. He can be seen from space. He's dragging his leg when he can actually stand, and both of his hands are covered in bruises. His eyes are gonzo. He's mumbling and muttering, and he doesn't even know what he's signing. That's the truth, you guys. Ooh, Ukraine is stepping up its attack on Russian energy. That's where they're going to get him, you guys. And he just told the United States, hey, these missiles we're using are our missiles. We made them here. And the United States can't tell us where to shoot because Hedgehog would have loved to have told them where to shoot. Let's look how Russia's doing. Hold on, I can hear my gardeners and I gotta close the door. We kind of go over the same things, but it's good to keep an update on if it's changing or what. This guy, Tyler, he just said they purposely killed the BlackBerry because you could remove the battery and disabled every surveillance feature. I believe that because I'll be talking about I need to buy something, and next thing you know, I get all kinds of advertisements. Don't buy anything from China or overseas right now because post offices are stopping. I don't know what Trump did. He was trying to make them pay for to send us our mail, and they said shut it down. So Ukraine is doing good. Russia's desperate for more money. They're stealing money. Ooh, Russia, let me tell you. By May of next year, Russia's really struggling. You know, whenever I read on Russia, there's this woman here. I wonder if down the road that there's going to be a really good person to take Putin's place that's a female. So I just read a woman this morning who want a free reading, and she's from the Ukraine. I forgot to ask her, is it true that Mother Mary is seen a lot there? I'm dying to know. I forgot to ask her. Okay, so the Russian economy is melting down. Several months ago, Doge discovered who stole 400,000 Social Security numbers. Elon said there was going to be an arrest the next day. It's August 24th. Why isn't there have been an arrest? And he put that towards Pam Bondi. Stole 400,000. Yeah, Trump's hand looks bad. Oh my God, you guys, he looks so bad. Here, let me just show you this picture. Look at that hand. Look at the bruising. Look at that. I forgot to clean the doo-doo out there. Probably stepping in all kinds of doo-doo. My dogs like to take it. They like to leave their business. You know what I'm saying? Uh, the Rheinmetall Skynex air defense system operating in the Ukraine are terrifying. Absolute beast of a weapon. And to think Russians are trying to protect their oil refineries with rusty AKs held by vodka. Oh my God. Yeah, that story from that Russian guy. And then he was injured really bad, and they were going to send him up on the front line so he could die. And he just told everybody what's up. And he says, if you see this, then I'm dead. So there you go. So Angel of Light and Mercy, can you tell me what is coming up that I can tell everybody? I can't do prayers this weekend. I'll be gone Saturday and Sunday and Monday. I'll have to do it in September. Can you tell me what's coming up? News, which we get a lot of news. News of coming over some troubled waters. Something might make us feel better. Okay, like people are toasting the cup. So we might get some good news. The angel of light, let them know you're here. An ending. Are we happy about this ending? This could even be coming in November. Oh, that reminds me, I got to play the lotto. It's up to 420 million. Okay, you guys. So it starts off by saying there's a little piece of good news, and then it tops off by saying something bad's going to happen. Sorry to give you the bad news. So when the death card ends up with the Ten of Swords, it means something unexpected, something, and even money-wise, things are being affected. Something untoward. This isn't like a natural thing. This is like a deliberate ending. I don't know if it's a nation or an attack or if it's a person, but something is getting ready to happen. It's going to be hard hit. It's going to change the way we look at things. It's big news. It doesn't feel natural phenomena. Otherwise, the tower would have showed like it's some huge hurricane that hits us. That's coming, but this feels what's coming up right now. Some news of an ending. Something's ending. It starts off with a little piece of good news and then boom. Okay, you guys, you take care of yourself. God love you. I'm gonna go get my new glasses. And I'm gonna be a new person. Love you all. Cheers.